What is the most humiliating thing someone made you do at their house? My boyfriend's dad made me prove I wasn't a gold digger by counting out exact change for a $3 soda. I was 17 and had been dating Marcus for 8 months when he invited me to his family's lake house for the weekend. Dad's been wanting to meet you, Marcus said nervously. He can be intense about money stuff. I should have paid attention to that warning. The house was massive, 3 stories overlooking the lake with a boat dock and everything. Marcus's dad, Mr. Chen, greeted me with a firm handshake and immediately started asking about my family. So your mother works where? He asked during dinner, cutting his steak. She's a nursing assistant, I replied, trying to keep my voice steady. And your father? We don't really have contact with him. Mr. Chen nodded like he was taking mental notes. I see. And you work too, I assume? Yes, sir. At the local movie theater. Concessions mostly. The questions continued through dinner. How much did I make per hour? Did I pay for my own car? Who bought my clothes? After dinner, I was thirsty and asked Marcus if I could grab a Coke from their fridge. Of course, Marcus said, but his dad immediately stood up. Actually, Mr. Chen said, walking to the kitchen, those sodas cost money. If you want one, you need to pay for it. I stared at him, confused. I'm sorry? The sodas. They're $3 each. If you want one, I need you to pay me exact change. Marcus's face went bright red. Dad, what the hell? Language, Mr. Chen snapped. I am teaching her about financial responsibility. If she's going to date my son, she needs to understand that nothing in life is free. My hands were shaking as I opened my purse and counted out 3 crumpled dollar bills. Mr. Chen watched me closely. There, I said, my voice barely above a whisper. Exact change. He smiled coldly and handed me the Coke. See, not so hard to pay your own way. I wanted to run, but Marcus grabbed my hand and whispered, I'm so sorry. He's never done anything like this before. That night, I heard Mr. Chen on the phone with someone. Gold digger, he said loudly enough for me to hear through the walls. Classic case. Give her a few more months and she'll be asking for money. The next morning at breakfast, Mr. Chen made another announcement. Since you're staying in our house, eating our food, using our utilities, he said, looking directly at me, I think $50 for the weekend is fair. You can Venmo Marcus and he'll pass it along. This time, Marcus exploded. Dad, stop. This is insane. But I was done being humiliated. I stood up, pulled out my phone, and Venmo'd Marcus $50 with the memo. Payment for basic human decency. Then I called my mom to pick me up. Marcus called me crying that night. I told him if he ever treated you like that again, I'd cut him off completely. He said fine, that you were just using me anyway. We broke up 2 weeks later, not because I wanted to, but because being around Marcus meant dealing with his father's constant judgment. Every time we went out, I wondered if Mr. Chen was calculating how much I was costing his precious son. Marcus tried to convince me to stay. We'll only hang out at your place, he promised. I'll pay for everything so he can't say anything, but the damage was done. I couldn't kiss someone whose father thought I was nothing but a walking expense report. 2 months later, Marcus's parents got divorced. Turns out Mr. Chen had been hiding massive gambling debts and using family money to cover his losses. Mrs. Chen took him for everything in the divorce. The lake house, the boat, even his precious investment portfolio. Marcus called me when it happened. Mom found casino receipts going back 3 years, he said, his voice broken. He spent our college funds, the house payment, everything, and he had the nerve to call you a gold digger. The best part? 6 months after that, I saw Mr. Chen working at the same movie theater where I had worked. When he saw me, his face went white. I walked over to the concession stand. 1 large Coke, please, I said, pulling out a $20 bill. He rang it up with shaking hands. $4.50. I handed him the 20 and looked him dead in the eyes. Keep the change, I said. I know how hard it is to pay your own way.